A must-do when in Morocco is to purchase some of the amazing leather goods on offer. What if I told you that all of that brightly colored leather is created, and even more importantly, what the leather is composed of? Visiting a tannery in Morocco is a fantastic chance to see this process in action. A notable example is the Chouara Tannery, which is the oldest and biggest tanning establishment in Fez. 1,000 years have passed since this ancient outdoor workshop was built. Men engaged at work in the sun may be seen in hundreds of vibrant pools, which seem like a painter's palette. Tourists may be surprised to discover what happens within these stone holes, despite the fact that this rainbow of color provides for an excellent picture backdrop. Furthermore, with so many tourist frauds in action, even identifying the Fez tanneries may be a difficult task. It's not as simple as merely following your nose, as one would imagine. Check out this comprehensive guide to visiting the world-famous Chouara Tannery in Morocco, which includes background information, what to anticipate, and scams to avoid. So, what exactly is a tanning facility in Morocco? In Morocco, a tannery is a facility where animal skins and hides are treated in order to produce leather for use in clothing and shoes. Due to the stink, medieval Europe's tanneries were often placed on the outskirts of towns or within caves, as opposed to today's tanneries, which may be found everywhere. Because of Morocco's year-round sunshine and heat, several tanneries were erected outside and inside the medinas, as well as in the countryside. An animal's hides are stripped of their hair and degreased before being salted and soaked to prevent decomposition in the tannery. The hides are then further treated and colored to produce the leather that is used to make the beautiful purses, shoes, and coats that you see in stores. Massive stone containers or pots, which contain water and a mixture of substances or natural color, make up the tannery workshop. For drying the skins, huge spaces have been set aside, as well as drying racks. The country of Morocco still has a large number of antique tanneries. They continue to process skins and hides for leather in the same manner as they did when the industry first started. A brief history of the Chouara Tannery in Fez. However, the Chouara Tannery, which is the biggest and most renowned of the three major tanneries in Fez, is the largest and most famous of all. It was established as far back as the 11th century and is currently the biggest tannery in the whole city. It is situated within the Medina's oldest district, Fes El Bali, and this location was chosen because it is close to the Safarin Madrasa and the river. As it turned out, having easy access to the river was beneficial since it offered a significant amount of water for working with the leather. Despite the fact that the building of Chouara Tannery has remained mostly untouched from its modest origins, it remains a wonderful sight to see. This means that it is well over 1,000 years old. Another remarkable fact is that the technique of manufacturing leather in Morocco is still the same as it was hundreds of years ago. Their processing processes and colors are mostly based on human labor, and they also rely heavily on natural components in their manufacturing. Is there a specific material used to create Moroccan leather? If you're like me, you're shocked by this stage of the leather-making process, and it's possible that it will change your opinion of leather forever. The fact that leather is derived from animal skins and hides should come as no surprise to you at this point. Camel, cow, goat, and sheep are the most frequent livestock in Morocco. To prepare the skin for processing, they are placed in containers filled with a variety of liquids and let to soak for many hours. A combination of cow pee, pigeon excrement, quicklime, salt, and water is used to make these liquids. Therefore, it is understandable why this location is referred to be flavorless. Using this combination, you can slow down the disintegration of the skin while also softening it so that it may be processed and colored later down the line. There are no artificial ingredients used in the dyeing solutions in Morocco. Poppy seeds are used to dye red clothing, indigo is used to color blue clothing, and henna is used to color orange clothing. In the Fez tannery, how do they produce leather? The ancient technique of producing leather for commercial purposes is pretty impressive to see. Manufacturing leather for items at Chouara Tannery might take many days or even weeks. Neither equipment nor manufacturing facilities are used. Manual labor is used to complete the task. First and foremost, the animal is skinned before the heat has had a chance to escape from the tissue it has been exposed to. The slaughterhouse is where the majority of tanners will receive their skins and hides. To eliminate hair, it is then treated with salt. It is then allowed to soak for a period of time in the vats of water. Specifically, this will be the delightful mixture of pea, feces, lime, salt, and water. Yummy! After 2-3 days, they are collected. Once the hide or skin has been appropriately softened, it may be used. Once the skin has been dyed, it will be placed in a vat of water and allowed to dry. Final step is to let them to dry out in the sun for many hours. Once the skins have been tanned, they will be sold to artisans who will put them to use as soon as they are finished. They will mold the leather into shoes, purses, hoofs, coats, and other handicrafts that they will offer to you in the near future. They also mail these items to customers all across the globe, including Australia. Leather preparation differs depending on the kind of animal skin used, the color of the skin used, and so on. Consequently, certain leather costs in the stores will fluctuate dramatically as a result of this factor. Product preparation and the level of competence shown by the craftsperson are important considerations. Exactly where is the Chouara Tannery in Fez, as well as directions on how to get there. It is situated in the Fez El Bali neighborhood of the Medina, which is home to the Chouara Tannery. The fact is that, despite the fact that you may be able to smell it before you arrive, they are effectively disguised. It is common at the Fez tanneries that the stores and the tannery work together to create and sell leather goods to visitors visiting the city. There are several leather stores in the vicinity of the Chouara Tannery. It is necessary to enter the viewpoint via one of the tanneries in order to witness the tanneries in operation.